everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today I was to share a story that as heartbreaking as it is hurtful. A story about a woman who lost more than 3 decades of her life wrongfully imprisoned for the crime she didn't commit. So it was April 1981 in Los Angeles. A woman named Mary Virginia Jones, an ordinary church-going grandmother and teacher's aide, crosses paths with a man who would turn her life upside down. By all accounts, Mary Jones was a caring and law-abiding person. She would never had trouble with the law before. She worked in Los Angeles Unified School District and was devoted to her kids and faith. Her encounter with Mosville's a homeless man she tried to help, and he moved her home within a month. But he quickly became controlling and violent. So on April 3rd, 1981, the Wills kidnapped two men and forced Mary at gunpoint to drive them to the alley in Los Angeles. Once there, he shot both men and one of them died while Mary ran for her life. So just a week before the crime, Wills had shot at Mary's daughter, Danitra, and threatened to kill them both if they went to the police. Fearing for their lives, and Mary fled. She said she ran down the alley, fully expecting him to shoot and kill her too. So, in the first trial, she was convicted of the first-degree murder and kidnapping and robbery and sentenced to life without parole. An appeal led to the second trial that ended in a hung jury. In the third trial, she was convicted for robbery and kidnapping and receiving a 15 years to life sentence. But in 1987, during the fourth trial, she was again convicted for first-degree murder. Behind bars, Mary became known as a Mother Mary. She started a Bible study and led other inmates spiritually and maintained her faith. For 32 years long, which is 11,875 days, Mary remained incarcerated for the crime she insisted she didn't willingly participate. Enter the USC Post-Conviction Justice Project. Law student took up her case and arguing none of the trials had considered her history of abuse or allowed expected testimony on the battered woman syndrome. So Los Angeles County prosecutors reopened the case and agreed to accept the plea of no contest to voluntary manslaughter, acknowledging that Mary's role had been coerced and that she would already served more time than that allowed. On the afternoon of her hearing, Judge William C. Ryan granted the plea and ordered her immediate release. The sentence had been fully served years before. At 74 years old, Mary walked out of the Country Regional Detention Facility in the Linwood just before midnight, and she was met by a cheering family and friends, including her daughter Danitra, now overjoyed that they would get to celebrate many Mother's Days together. Despite the ordeal, Mary remained gracious. She said, "I don't have a reason to be bitter. God is my shepherd," and she said. So this isn't just about a wrongful conviction. It's about the unseen struggle of abused women, especially in the justice system, unprepared to understand their coercion. Thanks to the legal advocates and the compassionate examination, a tragedy that spanned decades ended, offering Mary her hard-earned freedom. It reminds us how vital it is to keep fighting for justice, even when it feels like it's lost forever. Yeah, so it is a story that is very heartbreaking, but at the end it was very hopeful. And yeah, so if you guys like more of these videos, please subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching my video.